Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Stephen Hammer, and welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to be talking about one of my favorite belts of all time, the Smoking Skull belt, the WWF Smoking Skull belt, the all gold version. One of my favorite belts of all time, one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. So, this belt was made for my friend Raymundo Freeman. He has loaned me some belts of his in his personal collection before in the past. He is so kind. He let me borrow his CNC United States belt. He let me borrow his Scratch logo years ago. He's let me borrow ECW belts. And now he's let me borrow his HD Smoking Skull belt. He got this belt from AFNAN SHIEKH overseas in Pakistan. AFNAN SHIEKH goes by Top Shelf Championship Belts on Facebook. I've actually ordered belts from him before. He has pretty decent quality. I think his belts are pretty nice. If you are looking for a belt just like this one that I'm about to show you, this HD belt costs about $900. So if you have $900 in your pocket and you are willing to spend that for an HD belt, well, then this is a pretty awesome belt to get. So let me show you guys what it looks like right now. By the way, this is fake money. I bought this off Amazon. This is just fake. All right, y'all. Here is the HD WWF Smoking Skull belt. Again, AFNAN SHIEKH Top Shelf Championship Belts on Facebook. The cost of this is $900. Raymundo got this from AFNAN. I believe he ordered this in May 2nd, I believe is what he told me. And he received it on July 31st. So that was the wait time, May, June, July, so about 3 months for this beautiful HD belt. Shell tooling going down the side. I always love when I see a Smoking Skull belt that has this border around the shell tooling. That little outline around it, it's just so nice. Your little WWF champ plate. I like to call this the sheriff badge because that's kind of what it looks like, a little sheriff badge. Tooling around that plate. A little bit of black paint inside of there, but it's mostly just all gold. Very minimal snap box, very plain. Gold snaps. Same thing on this side. That nice little border around that shell tooling, or that nice little lip. I'm not sure what people call it, but it's a nice little border. Again, a very minimal tooling in the snap box. And at the top of it, it says Top Shelf AFNAN SHIEKH. On the back of the belt, you do get the white and gray snakeskin. Interesting fact about this snakeskin, it's actually a little textured. It's not just like a smooth vinyl. There's actually texture in the snakeskin. When you touch it and roll your hand over it, you can feel like the little bumps and grooves in the snakeskin, which is really cool. Leather just folds right down. It feels really good. The edges are nice and smooth. So kudos to that. Leather seems to fold up real nicely. Drops easily. Nice little over the shoulder. See what it looks like. Ooh. Feels good over the shoulder, man. It really does. It's not too curved. It's not flat. The one I used to own was done by a.k.a. Altair belts. That sucker had a huge curve in it. I'll put the picture up on the screen right here. That belt had a huge curve in it. And oddly enough, that used to be Raymundo's old belt. The leather does feel really good. It feels nice and broken in. This feels like the kind of leather that I would like to have in my collection, like on a daily basis. I wish most makers could have this kind of floppy leather, which a lot of them are doing a lot better, especially lately. Their leather is improving. It's not just like that standard beef jerky leather where it's just real stiff and just terrible. It's also not just real loose either, to where it's cheaply made. Some of these belt makers are actually putting work into their leather, so I do applaud you guys for actually putting in the time to do a nice looking belt. All right, guys, here is a nice outdoor look at the Smoking Skull belt. And here's what I'm talking about when I say nice little border around the shell tooling. This nice little outline that comes around it. I love when I see that, because this is accurate to the Smoking Skull belt. So when I see makers that do that, I'm really proud. Again, so this is HD. If you are looking to pick something up like this, AFNAN can make it. Raymundo told me he paid $900 for it. Nice, clean plates. You got your credit at the bottom, Jamar, Embalk Art. Cool thing about the Smoking Skull belt is that it has barbed wire going around the main plate. Trying to get as much angles as I can, because I know there'll be a lot of people out there that want to see it in different lighting, different angles. There's the plate thickness. They appear to be 4 millimeters. It's always nice to see a Smoking Skull with this proper side plate with the one snake that wraps around. I see a lot of makers still using the artwork with the double-headed snake instead of this being a tail. They'll just have a snake head on this side as well, so it'll be 2 snake heads facing each other. WWF attitude. And like I said, that's what I call the little sheriff's badge, but it's just a WWF champion plate, 1998 Jamar. A little bit of black paint. You can see the scratch logo, WWF in the background with the little swoosh underneath, and then it says champ. Very nice leather work. Edges are nice and smooth. AFNAN did a really good job with this title, obviously with spending $900 and making this an HD belt. That should be expected for this belt. You want to make sure you deliver a good product to your customers. And I think this is an awesome belt. And here's a close-up look at that snakeskin backing. You can see all the lines back there. That is texture. It's not just a vinyl smooth backing. There is snake texture. And for shits and giggles, let's just compare both of these belts. The bottom is the one made by AFNAN SHIEKH, the HD version. This one is standard. This one was made by Great Custom Belts. So let's just take a look at both of them. Again, this one is AFNAN SHIEKH HD. This one is Great Custom Belts. Now this one is the HD. And the Great Custom Belts is a little bit more custom, considering it has the OMR tooling, standing for one more round in that blank space, to where Raymundo's HD does not. This is SD. And there's HD. SD. HD. SD main plates, Great Custom Belts. HD, AFNAN SHIEKH. Taking a look at the Heavyweight Champion banner. HD version. SD version. Same thing again. Side plates. SD side plates, HD side plates, custom Austin 316, and the belt by Great Custom Belts, WWF Champion plate, HD. As you can tell from that angle right there, a little bit more of a curve to the main plate. Always interesting to see the differences these belt makers do, especially between SD and HD. The one on top is about a $300 to $350 belt. The one on bottom, this is a $900 belt from AFNAN SHIEKH. Big price difference. Let me know what you guys think. Yeah, pretty cool comparison. And if you're not a fan of this $900 price tag, if you're not a fan of these HD plates or a fan of his leather, I will say there are other belt makers out there that can do HD plates with American leather for $700. So I think that is a really cool deal, because I know some people don't like the Pakistan leather, even though it can be upgraded. American leather is where it's at, in my opinion. So if you want to get HD plates and you're not a big fan of, paying $900 for a belt like this, you could always go that route and pay $700, get HD plates with American leather. I know Antonio Mendoza of Mendoza Craft does the American leather. But yeah, I just wanted to offer that as well. I think it's really cool. So if $900 is not your thing, maybe $700 is more, more affordable for you guys that like the HD belts. But yeah, there you go. This is the $900 HD by AFNAN SHIEKH. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you like this video, give it a like. Subscribe if you are new. And a special thank you to my friend Raymundo Freeman for loaning me his smoking skull. I only did it for this video, and I will be sending it straight back to him once this video was over with. So thank you, Raymundo, for letting me borrow your belt. And thank you for trusting me with your belt. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.